So types of failures of bolted connection. So first, shear failure of bolt. Next, bearing failure of bolt. Next, tensile failure of bolt. So actually this is exceptional case. It is not the regular kind of failure for the bolt. Okay, this is not the regular kind of failure for the bolt. So this is exceptional case. So failure of bolt if exists. So tension failure. So if at all, if it exists, then only we have to consider this condition, or else it is not the regular kind or normal kind of failure. It means it not take place in all the cases wherever bolted joint is there. Only in some cases it is going to take place. Next, bearing failure of plate. Or a main connecting member. Tensile failure. Okay, so these are the types of failures for bolted connections. So if you see the bolted connections, what are the things that are involved in bolted connections? Tell me, what are the things that are involved in bolted connections? Obviously, as we are connecting the members, so the members which are connecting, they involve in the bolted connections, and by means of a bolt we are going to connect it. So it means bolts are also involved in bolted connections. So bolted connections means the connecting members and bolts are called as bolted connections, or you can say they are present in bolted connections. In bolted connections, what are the things that are going to present? Bolts and the connecting members. So now the failure in any of these can be considered as a failure of bolted connection. So now, if at all, for example, there is a failure in bolt, that is considered as a failure of bolted connection. For example, failure in a connecting member, that is plate, that is also considered as a failure of bolted connection. So bolted connection is nothing but it consists of connecting members and connectors. Clear that connectors here are bolt. So these are the types of bolted connections, or types of failure of bolted connection. So what are the failures? Come on, tell me. So shear failure of bolt, bearing failure of bolt, tensile failure of bolt. As I said, it is an exceptional case if exists. So it is not the regular kind of failure of bolted connection. Next, bearing failure of plate and tensile failure of plate. Clear? So in the morning class itself, we have discussed, or I have made it clear how the bolt is going to fail in shear. Agree or not? So this is the case. So this is the bolt. So how it is going to fail in shear? Like this, it is going to break into two pieces. So now which area is undergoing shear? The cross-sectional area of the shank, which is pi by 4d square. Clear? Next, bearing. So coming to the bearing, again, here also assume this as a bolt. Clear? Assume this as a bolt. So this is embedded length in top plate and this is embedded length in bottom plate. So this is all where it is going to shear at the interface. And how it is going to bear? So bearing is because of pressing action. So this bolt is in the plate. So now these plates try to press this bolt. Agree or not? So initially the cross section is circular. Yes or no? Initially the cross section of bolt is circular, but upon pressing action, it starts deforming. It means at the wedge of failure of bearing, or at the wedge of bearing failure, the circular cross section of the bolt becomes elliptical, and finally it becomes rectangular like this. So this is the bearing failure. Okay, this is the bearing failure. So in bearing failure, what is the area that is undergoing bearing? So the area which is undergoing shear is the cross sectional area of the shank, that is circular cross section. Now, what is the area that is undergoing bearing? So this is a rectangular cross section. Yes or no? So this is the dia. So this is the dia of that bolt, and this is the thickness of the member. So this is the part which is embedded in upper plate or some plate and other plate. So this is the embedded length of that bolt is known as thickness. Agree or not? Thickness of the member. and this is the dia. So now this is the rectangular area which is undergoing bearing. So it means how the bearing failure is going to take place. So circular cross section becomes elliptical. How the shear failure of bolt take place? It breaks into two parts. Clear? This is the failure of shear and bearing of bolt. Now what is meant by tension? So this is a bolt. So this is how the tensile failure is going to take place. So now here also it is going to yield and then break. It means how the mild steel wire is going to break upon applying tensile force. In the same way, the bolt is also going to fail. Now coming to the bearing failure. So in bearing failure, so this is the bolt. So this is going to bear against the bearing plate. Okay, this is a plate. So like this, the bolt is embedded. So assume that this is like this. So now this bolt is going to bulge it or going to bear on it or press against. Now what happened? So this is the member. Is it going to buckle like this? Okay, it is going to buckle like this. So that is the bearing failure. Again, tensile failure. So tensile failure is nothing but. So assume that this is a two members. Assume that these are two plates. Two plates are connected by using a bolted connection. See here the holes, we have made the holes. So upon making the holes by using a assume that these are the bolted connections. So by using a bolted connection we have made a connection. So now how it is going to fail? In tension, tearing like this. Tearing. Yes or no? So like this the tearing failure of plate take place. Agree or not? So that is the tearing failure of the plate. So in this way all these failures are taking place in the bolted connections. So now is it clear how they are going to fail? So how the bolt fail in shear? How the bolt fail in shear? Tell me. So it break into two pieces or two halves. And how the bearing failure take place in bolt? So it will circular cross section convert into elliptical. So how the tensile failure? So how the mild steel wire fails in tension? The same way. So this is exceptional case. And how the bearing failure of plate take place? So the bolt bear against the plate so that it bulges like this. So that is a bearing failure. And tensile failure, so it is going to tear. So just now I shown how that paper is going to tear from that spiral bind. So that is how the tensile failure of plate is going to take place. Okay. So this is the explanation. Now I explain with the diagram. So first shear failure. So if you take a bolt, so in shear failure, what is happening first of all? Bolt breaks into two pieces or two parts. Okay, so now this is the bolt. So here the threaded portion. Shear the threaded portion. Now in shear failure, how it is going to fail? So it is going to break at this section. So now area in shear is circular area. Okay, area in shear is circular area pi by 4 d square. Clear? That is a shear failure. Now coming to the bearing failure, how it is going to fail? So bearing failure of bolt. So in bearing, how it will fail? Circular cross section. Cross section becomes elliptical. Circular cross section becomes elliptical. It means so the bolt cross section is like this, circular. So it start becoming elliptical. So I am going to show the cross section. So this is the circular cross section. So upon bearing failure, it converts elliptical like this. Elliptical. So that is a bearing failure. Clear? So take it down. Now tension failure we know. So if I show the tension failure, so simply I will show the tension failures here. So this is the bolt. Because of application of tensile force P. How it will fail? So first it try to elongate like this. So the cup cone shape failure. So whatever you discussed the tensile failure for mild steel bar, the same here also. Okay. So these are the failures in bolt. So this is how the failure in the bolt in bolted connection is going to take place. After that, plate. So bearing failure of the plate. So assume that this is the butt joint. So this is the interface of the two plates. So here where the cover plate is there. So now here there exists a bolt. Assume that of course so many bolts exist. I am explaining with one bolt. So this bolt tried to bear. Okay, this bolt bear against the plate. Clear. So because of that, chance are there for this plate to buckle like this at this location. So this is bearing failure of the plate. So usually this bearing failure occurs at the edges. Okay, the reason. So here if you see this is only the material. So after this is only the material of the plate. So very less length. So chances are there for this failure to take place at the edges. But if for example assume that here there is one more bolt. So now if this bolt is going to bear against this plate, so here this much of material is there and this side also this much of material is there. So it is difficult for this bolt to bulge or pull this plate. So usually bearing failure take place at the edges. So upon providing minimum edge and distances, these bearing failure of plate can be eliminated. So that is the one of the important of that provision, minimum edge and distances. Tell me, what is the provision, minimum edge and distances? Everyone, what is the minimum edge and distance provision? 1.5 DH for machine cut, 1.7 DH for hand cut. Yes or no? So if you provide that provision, okay, if you ensure that provision, then this failure will not take place. So this is the bearing failure of the plate. Take it down. Okay, next after this, tensile failure. So next is tensile failure. So as I shown the practical case, how the tensile failure is going to take place. So again, take the plate. So this is the interface of the two plates and this is the cover plate. So here where the bolts are present, so in this example I am showing only one line, but usually more than one line will present. So in tension failure, so total it is going to tear. Okay, this plate is going to tear off. So it means like this, the crack propagates like this. And then finally it is going to divide, tear. So these are the types of failures in bolted connections. So now after knowing this, we have to design in these cases. Okay, we have to design the bolt in shear. It means we have to make the bolt strong in shear, okay, bolt strong in bearing, and bolt strong in tension if exists, and plate strong in bearing, and then plate strong in tension. So if we made these bolted connections strong in these cases, then that connection will not fail because of external applied load. Yes or no? So we have to design now. So first we have to analyze, and then we have to design. So this is analysis, means we have analyzed how many times the failure is going to take place. So after that we have to design in those aspects. So now design of bolted connection.